Welcome back to Culture Matters. Now we understand the concept of energy saving and the philosophy or the DNA of a car design and so forth. But as a driver, as a customer, it's so hard to make a choice nowadays. It's getting harder and harder.
The biggest problem for a car or personal transportation is the person. Yes. You have to have a person. And we're all wider, smaller, taller, smaller, different requires shorter legs, longer legs. Cars would be perfect without people. You know, they'd be a perfect design if we didn't have people inside. But we're all so different. That's what makes it so difficult the job. Because it's not only the person. As you said, there's legislation, different taste, different driving habits, and you know, you're designing a racing car at the moment, and you're designing that car around one person.
Driving a one-person racing car.
It's easy in some respects.
We have specific.
A consumer cars, you have to consider of the passenger, the family member, the kids, or the mother or father.
Kids put the fingers in the window closes, and it hurts, and then you get a legal case, and there's laws and regulations, and if you look inside a car, every shape. Possibly the customers don't realize this, but every single millimeter, every tenth of a millimeter has been designed and somebody considered it, and it's all been checked and measured that if you hit your head against it, it doesn't cut you too much. And there are so many regulations. I'm amazed cars still look so different.
So from your standpoint, you're designing race cars. I mean, race cars, I would say that the performance, horsepower, torque, and horsepower are more important than any other thing.
Yes.
So I mean, you don't have to worry about energy. You don't have to worry about pollution or something, right?
Sometimes, especially in racing cars, the pollution or environment protection is not put in the first place. But safety and the speed is more important, and we should consider these things at first. And sometimes we should make some sacrifice because racing car never comfortable, and the driver should sit in the car for long hours and lots of movements, and but it's never comfortable.
Safety is
only the safety is important, but and the speed, but comfortable, never talk it. So the racing car sometimes we can look at it as a practical concept car. That means that some meaning is that he is a concept car, at first, but he is more practical ones. He can truly run very fast, and he can truly, we can produce it. But some new technology used in the racing car, where sometimes maybe 3 or 5 years go back to the practical market.
That's what happens a lot, especially safety systems, as you say.
Safety are leading
engine efficiency systems for engines running more efficiently. A lot of it comes from motor racing. Without motor racing, or actually from the military as well. But these systems and electronics come into the car industry. So you have these, they are like, as you say, practical concept cars. It's not going to be long before cars don't drive by themselves anyway. And actually, you will still be able to drive yourself if you want, but actually the step will be that you can drive much more efficiently from Shanghai to Beijing, because the whole system is looked after, and you can get in the car, fall asleep, and you're taken there. And that then saves you time, and time is the one luxury you can't get back. And so all systems to save you time and to autonomous driving, as they say, driving by themselves, and the electronic systems involved with that, sensing positions of other cars, that will make cars safer too. And then they can drive at a more efficient speed because they can drive by themselves. You fall asleep, they drive. Like your engine is a generator sitting there at the best efficiency, the car drives at its most efficient speed by itself, and you don't drive fast, you just drive efficiently.
But one thing I want to point out that if we truly adopted these two electrical control system, for example, less driving fun we can get it from the.
You could have that if you want. It's up to you. If you leave it to be 100% less driving fun, or you allow the driver still. For me, it's no fun sitting in a traffic jam, but I love it when the traffic jam's over. Perfect. Switch it off. Autopilot, please. Autopilot.
There's always a chance.
And then close open. I'm driving again. Fantastic. That would be perfect.
Would that be?
There was some balance and the choice we can make.
Something. It doesn't sound realistic to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we should try and do it. Because it's not realistic. If you, Bert Rutan, who won the X Prize, he said, if you look at any breakthrough, any true breakthrough, you can go back to a period of time where the experts said that's nonsense, but it happened. But so you have to have confidence in nonsense. And I'm quoting somebody, but that for me is like a mission.
Everything comes from nothing.
Okay. People are complaining of the traffic system now. Here in China, there are more and more cars on the street. Here in Shanghai, and elsewhere in China.
Everywhere. Always the problem taking a bus is you never actually go to your destination. You go to somewhere which may be close to your destination, then you still have to get out in the rain and walk there. So what would be better than a system of vehicles that don't connect to each other and be like a train until they peel off at the last minute and go somewhere? It's still public transport.
Okay.
I see this kind of transport in Star Wars.
Okay. Now, as a Chinese,
in Star Wars, I saw them with little watches with a video picture, and they were talking to their friends, and we thought that would never be possible.
I'm going to lose this job.